Good morning, everyone. I'm Brock. So today I want to go through a book I have read. So this book is called Meditations, 沉思录 by Marcus Aurelius. So Marcus Aurelius was the last of the 5 good emperors of Rome. Okay, this is the 5 good emperors. They ruled from 161 to 180 AD during a period of continuous warfare, natural disasters, and plague. So you see, even if he's a good emperor, but because of the big arrow is full of disasters, he might still have a hard time to rule such a country. So even for an emperor, how he behaved still, or well, I should say how the result will still be tightly related to the big arrow, not just his personal hard work. So this is some achievements for him. Meditations was written between 117 to 180 AD, mostly composed in military camps on the frontiers of the Roman Emperor. It is a book written for oneself, consisting of 12 books of self-dialogue. You see, I believe that everyone have the motivation or have the internal instinct to express something, but not everyone can use some artistic way, like writing, painting, music to express himself. So if we have the ability, I think we should do that. Use some artistic style, methods to record our thoughts. This work represents the pinnacle of Stoic philosophy, and it's one of the most important works of personal reflection in Western philosophy. It demonstrates how an emperor with absolute power restrains himself through reason and virtue. Meditation is divided into 12 books. Gratitude and learning, self and nature, life and death, reason and passion, social duty, cosmic order, moral practice, path to happiness, tolerance and understanding, self-sufficiency and independence, training of reason, farewell and completion. Major philosophic themes: justice, courage, temperance, wisdom, living according to nature, universal reason, rational control, inner freedom, acceptance, impermanence, social duty, common good. The first one, virtue ethics. Marcus Aurelius believed that the only true good is virtue, and the only true evil is vice. External things like wealthy, healthy, and fame are indifferent, neither good or bad in themselves. Cardinal virtue, wisdom, courage, temperance, justice. Second part, cosmology, universe. Logos, which is universal reason. Divine fire, all things, interconnected, part of whole, cosmic harmony. Human reason, individual soul, align with nature, live virtuously, inner peace. Third part, view on life and death. Marcus Aurelius repeatedly emphasized the naturalness and inevitability of death. Death is not evil, but part of natural process, just like life itself. He insights, life is brief like a grain in the ocean. I am curious about, yeah, it's a grain in the ocean fully aligned with the Chinese saying 沧海一粟. Sometimes in different countries, different age and different people, they think about something, the same, pretty similar. That's very interesting, huh? It may also seem like we are, part of some big thing. So that's why our thoughts align pretty similar. We only lose the present moment. Death is retained to universal elements. Do not fear what is inevitable. Stoic philosophy framework. Dichotomy of control. This is one of the most central concepts in Stoic philosophy. Except with equanimity for those not in our control, such as body, wealth, fame, others' opinions, death, natural events. Focus energy here, which is in our control, such as thoughts, judgments, desires, actions, attitude. And here are some Stoic practice. So, book overview. Book 1, gratitude. Virtues learned from others. In book 1, Marcus Aurelius lists the virtues he learned from family, teachers, and friends. This demonstrates his humanity and ability to discover the strength in others. From my grandfather Varus, I learned good morals and the government of my temper. Book 2, reason and body. Human consists of 3 parts: body, breath, and the ruling principle, which is reason. Only the rational part truly belongs to us and should be valued and trained. Books 3 to 5, philosophy of life, such as the brevity of life, the inevitability of death, the value of time, social responsibility. Humans as rational animals and social animals. Rational animals and social animals. This book deeply explores you are a soul carrying a corpse Well, makes sense. Makes sense. Practical wisdom. Morning, prepare mindset. I will meet difficult people. Enter world with awareness. During day, face challenges. Apply reason. Act with virtue. Complete duties. At evening, review actions. Reflect on improvements. Prepare for tomorrow. Examples. When you wake unwillingly, let the thoughts occur. I'm rising to do the work of a human being. When I shall meet maddening people, ungrateful people, but I know they are of my kind. Wipe out imagination, check desire. Rock's reading experience. Core viewpoints comparison. Marcus Aurelius. Well, I think I'd best to check out how to pronounce it. Give me 1 second. Okay. So Marcus Aurelius. Hmm.
Marcus Aurelius.
Marcus Aurelius.
Marcus Aurelius.
Marcus Aurelius.
Marcus Aurelius.
Marcus Aurelius. Pursue transcendence from passion and desires. Achieve a calm and detached state of life. I think that there are a lot of hard pronunciation. It should provide emphatic symbols so that it's easier for me to pronounce. Let me write down. So you see, actually, I already mentioned it here, but somehow it doesn't provide. So let me give more examples, such as right, markers, and such as transcendence, right? This is hard. And anything else? Yeah. Any other hard other words? I think we're good so far, huh? Yeah. Okay, let's continue. Brock's view. Doesn't believe life should be like still water, pursue turbulent life experience. Okay, yeah. So here is also an example, I think, here. Turbulent, right? Those English words should be provided, phonetic symbols, turbulent, observes all emotions from third person perspective. These two viewpoints are not actually contradictory. Marcus Aurelius' pursuit of calmness is not numbness, but maintaining rational clarity in experience. Brock's pursuit of turbulent experience is not indulgence, but transcendent observation after full experience. Key quotations and resonance. When he had them, he enjoyed them without affectations. When he lacked them, he did not desire them. Similarity in worldview. Brock wrote in his note, what the world is like depends on how you view the world. This highly aligns with Marcus Aurelius' view. Things do not touch the soul. Everything is opinion. Strength, authentic personal voice, timeless wisdom, practical application, weakness, repetitive content, fragmented structure, opportunity, modern style, epidemic, digital age anxiety, threats, misinterpretation as passivity, modern attention span. What? Meditation is a personal philosophical diary consists of 12 books of short, aphoristic reflections covering core Stoic principles, particularly focused on how to live a virtuous life. Who? Identity. Author is Marcus Aurelius, Roman Emperor, philosopher. Characteristic, combination of power and wisdom. 1. Written between 117 to 180 AD, context wars, plagues, disasters, location in military camp, historical period, end of Roman Emperor's golden age. The interesting thing is that when a golden age ends, it's pretty hard to come back, huh? Well, geography, location, mainly written in military camps on emperor frontiers. Why? Self-discipline, moral reminder, philosophical practice, cope with stress. Book 6, Tolerance and Understanding. In Book 6, Marcus Aurelius deeply explores how to deal with people who make mistakes. He believes that errors come from ignorance, not malice, and should therefore be responded to with education rather than anger. When anyone does wrong to you, immediately consider what view of good and evil he has. From what you understand that, you will pity him. Practical wisdom, the art of forgiveness. Common humanity. Book 10, Self-Sufficiency and Independence. This book emphasizes that true happiness comes from within, not from external circumstances. One should live as if one on a mountaintop, maintaining inner tranquility and independence. You are nearing the end of your life. Live as if on a mountain. Book 11, Train of Reason. Marcus Aurelius provides specific mental training methods to help readers develop stronger rational capability. Morning meditation. Anticipate difficulties you may encounter during the day. Prepare rational responses. Evening reflection. Review the day's actions. Assess whether they aligned with reason and virtue. Cosmic perspective exercise. Image viewing human affairs from above. Realize the insignificance of personal troubles. Book 12, Farewell and Completion. This is the final book where Marcus Aurelius explores how to face life's ends, how to exit the stage with dignity like an actor. Life, fulfill obligation. Duty, complete role. Nature, accept and gracefully. Peace, no fear, no regret. The curtain falls. You are about to depart from such a life. Then depart satisfied, for the one who released you from duty is also satisfied. Triple understanding of death, natural process, return to universe, duty fulfilled. Surprisingly, Stoic philosophy shares many similarities with Eastern philosophy, especially Buddhism and Taoism. Stoicism believe rational cosmos, virtuous life, rational control, social duty, natural return. Buddhism believe impermanent suffering, liberation, eliminate attachment, compassion, reincarnation, liberation. Taoism believe follow Tao, accord with nature, non-action, governed by non-action, return to Tao. Confucianism believe heaven, human unity, self-cultivation, middle way, benevolence and righteousness, honor ancestors. Oh, this is interesting. Comparative quotes. Marcus Aurelius said, it should provide English here. Yeah. 知足不辱，知止不殆，可以长久。道可道，非常道；名可名，非常名。人法地，地法天，天法道，道法自然。by 老子。Key quotations connection. Do not talk about what the good man is. but be one. You precise owning the present moment. What you lose is owning the present. Things do not touch the soul. Everything is opinion. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. I shall meet many people, ungrateful people, arrogant people, but I know they are of my kind. Do you feel death? But isn't life itself death when we have bodily sensation? Practical scenario application. Work stress. Social media anxiety. Brock-style integrated application. Tranquility in turbulence. Practical steps. Good engagement. Maintain awareness. Rational reflection. With wise actions. Experience automation. How to start practicing Stoicism? Daily journaling, morning meditation, evening review. Add practice, negative visualization, dichotomy of control. Deeply, read primary sources, join community, teach others. So that's the reason why I want to make this video, because I think that for the Feynman learning methodology, the last step is to teach others to help learn. Conclusion. I think it's nearly 2,000 years later, meditation remains profoundly relevant, proving that certain fundamental human questions transcend time and space. How to face difficulties, how to maintain inner peace, how to live a meaningful life, how to face death. Core insights. The wisdom of control. True wisdom comes from focusing on what we can control and accepting what we cannot. The power of perspective. Our sufferings often come from things themselves. Often comes not from things themselves, but from our opinions about them. Change perspective, change experience. The supremacy of virtue. What truly matters is not external success, but internal character. Virtue is the only true good. The preciousness of the present. The past is gone, the future hasn't arrived. All we truly have is this present moment. Interconnected humanity. We are all parts of universal whole. Interconnected. To harm others is to harm ourselves. Brock's unique contribution. Or Brock's insight. 经历一场人生与读一本书、看一部电影、打场游戏类似。当曲终人散、结局几何，其实并不重要。我们空手而来，空手而去，最有价值的事情，可能是感受我们经历的这个过程。Final thoughts. Meditation is not a book to be read once, but a lifelong comparison. At each life stage, it offers different insights. Final advice to readers. Don't just read, practice. Be patient. Find your own way. Share with others. Remember, it's a journey. Nowhere can a person find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in their own soul. Yeah, I think that this is pretty good book. Mm, and I pretty like such such books, a connection of small pieces, just the several sentences, which is just like back in high school, middle school, we try to cite those impressive short sentences. They are short, they are lack of context, but it's great for memory. And after you memorize it, later in future, when something happen, you can very quickly resonate and understand that sentences much better. But that's pretty much for this week's book. Thank you, everyone. Bye.